Hey you guys, what's up? I was thinking we could just do a quick little movement, maybe 15-20 minutes, and yeah. So actually we're gonna start on all fours, hands and knees. So just moving right into it. The hands can land wrists ahead of the shoulders and the knees underneath of the hips. Find some organic movement here. Shift your ribs side to side, or kind of moving in whatever way feels delicious to you. You can glide into a side, into a rib roll, chin to chest, rounding through the upper back. Moving the other way, a little slide wide into this big grounded fullness through the upper back. Find some stillness in the center when it feels complete. And press down the mat, really broaden through the back. Feel your shoulder blades expand and widen. Slide your hips back, tuck your toes, lift your knees, rise up, hands and feet. Walk your feet as wide as the mat or as wide as your hips, whatever feels right. Nice bend into the knees, slide your hips back wide and high, extend the back line of the leg. Press down the mat, really broaden through the back heart. Feel your shoulder blades expand. Find a couple of pulses forward and back here. And keeping the hips high and wide. Pause, pressing down and dragging back as you reach the heart forward and through. And connecting into that back line of the leg. Rooting the femurs back into the hip socket and reaching the heart forward. Couple of shifts of the hips side to side, winding into the belly, moving into the side of the body, little stretches, little creeping open. And find some stillness. Externally rotate your right hand, twist toes and knees to the left. Bend your knees, slide your hips back and wide, rise, lift and lengthen through the left side. Couple pulses here. And take a big stretch, reach your arm forward and long, lengthen through the whole side body. Reaching and stretching, opening into this big curve, this big rainbow shape. One more big stretch. And then come back through center. A couple of petals of the heels, extending the back line of the leg individually. Okay, find some stillness. Externally rotate the left hand, twist toes and knees to the right. Bend your knees, slide your hips back and wide and rise, lift, lengthen into the right side. Pulse here. Opening into that big, beautiful rainbow shape, curving up and over. Like you're peeling open, hips slide wide, big stretch into that openness on the right side. Take your arm, reach it forward and long. Extending the whole right line of the body, big opening. And take one more pulse. And back through center. A couple of bends and extends here. Knees can go wide. You can even shift your hips side to side. Pulsing forward and back. Okay. Let's walk to the top of the mat. The feet can be as wide as the mat. Space is nice. And take a bend into the knees and let your belly hang towards your thighs. And take a little shift side to side. Okay. With the knees bent, the paws connected to the mat, gentle hover of the heels, sweep your arms wide, lift your heart all the way up, big stretch up high, and then land your hands in prayer through center heart. Breathe. Big sweep wide and high, reach up. Connect your hands at the top and bring them to the crown of your head. Bend your knees forward, slide your hips back and wide, rise, lift, lengthen your heart, lengthen your belly. A couple of pulses here, hips slide wide, big stretch, rise up into the pressure of your hands. One more. And then release your hands back down to your heart. Breathe. Big reach wide, stretch up high. Lengthen the whole belly, little pulse side to side like you're trying to reach for stars. Stretching, little bends in the knees, hips gently back, lengthen the belly. And then bring your hands through heart, fold forward, root your hips wide, hold the length in the belly. Coming all the way down, fingertips land, walk back, hands and feet. Take a couple of pulses forward and back. Lower your knees. Untuck the toes, undulate your spine, root your hips back and wide into a curl forward. Finding the length, root the hips back and wide, tone the belly. And then undulate forward, connecting to each little piece of the spine, curling into that wave. And take one more little wave forward. You find some stillness in the center. And we're going to begin to pulse forward and back. Slide your hips wide, reach your heart forward, holding the alignment of the spine. The rib cage is expanding wide on all sides. Feel the radiance through the back of the heart. And crown of the head reaches forward as the hips slide back and wide, tense and tone the belly. Slide your hips way back. Peel your right knee open to the side. Place your paw to the mat. Kickstand the left foot out just a little bit. Slide your hips back and wide. Peel open into the right side. Hips root wide. Let the belly be long and soft. Rise into the side body. And take your right hand to your left rib. Slide your hips wide and move into a little twist. The hips slide back. And the belly is soft, and twisting the ribs up just a little bit. Take one more. And then release your right arm forward and long, big press into length. Connect your right hand to your left forearm. Little bind here. Slide your hips wide. Begin to open deeper into the right side. Hips back, soft belly, reaching into that openness. Breathing as you spiral the left ribs up towards the right. Take one more pulse here. And then releasing back through center. Slide your hips wide, rise your heart high, press the arms forward, cross the wrists and begin to glide. Slide the ribs side to side. Again, roll through center, curling the chin to chest. Feeling the full expansion through the back of the heart. You can reach up high, pulsing length into each side, length into the belly, lifting the chin, opening up. I offer you the opportunity to explore here. And then release your arms forward. Press forward of the shoulders. Really broaden through the back of the heart. Sweep the hands to catch both sides of the skull. The elbows hug narrow. Press your head into your hand. Let the neck get long. Slide your hips wide. Rise, lift up. Lengthen the belly. Bring your heart to the sky. A couple pulses here. Reaching up. Feeling the length and tone through the belly. The hips tack back and wide. Heart reaches high to the sky. Open up. One more. And then release your hands forward back into all fours. A couple of pulses forward and back. Finding the alignment of the spine, the fullness through the rib cage. The hips pulling wide, the length in the belly. Slide your hips way back. Peel the left knee open to the side. Place your paw to the mat. Kickstand the right foot out just a little bit. Slide your hips wide and high. Peel open into the left side. Finding this little creep open. Little bit by little bit, we open into the left line, through the ribs, through the belly. You can use your left paw, dig down, drag back to hold that connection into your butt. Okay, left hand connects to your right rib, slide your hips wide, and then little spiral twist. Connecting into that revolution of the ribs. Moving into a little lift and twist. And take one more. A big stretch, reach your arm forward and long, lengthen. And connect a bind, left hand to right forearm. Slide your hips wide, begin to peel open that little rib revolution. Getting a deeper, bigger stretch into the left side body. Unwinding, hips root back, right rib spiral upwards. Yeah, take one more pulse here. Big stretch into openness. And then release. Lower the knee, lower the hand. Slide your hands forward, melt your heart, take your forehead to the mat. Heart melting pose, be soft, roll your forehead side to side, breathe. Hands plant, roll your spine forward. Hands connected nice and strong, press down the mat. Let's tuck the toes, rise the hips high back to you, hands and feet. Feet as wide as the mat or as wide as your hips. Bend into the knees, slide your hips back and wide. Feel that length in the belly. A couple of shifts of your hips, side to side, little wind. Find some stillness. Holding that fullness in the heart, shift the weight to the left, right leg lifts open to the side, little sticky pedal. Almost like creating a pedal and pulse here so that the standing rooted left foot has a gentle pulse as we pedal the right leg, finding that resisted sticky pedal. Like we're pulling through cold honey. Okay, find stillness, eyes to the left side, eyes to the right side of the mat, step to the right side of the mat, pivot gently on the left, deep and little slide, glide forward and back. If it's too much, you can come up a little higher, hold that lower lumbar moving in, lengthen the belly. Otherwise, getting nice and deep and juicy into this stretch, pulsing forward and back. Connecting into your roots, feel your paws dig wide. Connect your hands and step back. Couple of pulses forward and back. Hey, find some stillness. Full heart, bends into the knees, hips wide and high, shift weight to the right, left leg lifts to the side. A little pedal and pulse here, connecting into the strong roots of your right foot. Right leg, little pulse as we pedal that stickiness with the left. Keep your heart full. Breathe. Okay, find some stillness, eyes to the left side of the mat, step left foot to the left side of the mat, pivot on the right, deep bend into the knees, hips root wide and high, little pulse forward and back again, option to come up a little higher, holding the length through the belly, lower lumbar moving in. I like to get real low here and use my feet, work them wide, pause, press down and out to the sides, especially thinking about connecting into that back foot. Paw digs down, drags back. Can you reach that right bum? Hey. Hands plant down, step back. Externally rotate your right hand, toes and knees twist left. Pulse here a couple of times. Yeah. Lower your right hip down. Take your left foot in front of the right. Make a little kind of bind here. Left fingertips to the left side of the mat. Work a couple of push-pulls. So pushing with the right hand, dragging back with the left fingertips. Kind of sliding forward and back in the push, right hand away, drag left fingertips back. Push and pull. One more. Okay, slide your right hand long, lie onto your side and let your left knee fall forward of the right. Reach your arms ahead of your heart and move into a twist. You can just reach your arms up high, back and wide, stretching into this. You can move a little bit, won't be here too long, just sort of playing into the lengthening of the belly. Okay, come back onto your side. Left hand plants in front of the heart. Slide yourself all the way back up, hands and feet. Couple of pulses forward and back. Externally rotate the left hand, toes and knees twist right. Last little pulses here. Rising and extending into that right side body. Big stretch, big rainbow. Okay, lower your hip down and take your right foot to the front of your left thigh. Right fingertips land to the right side of the mat, working into those push-pulls so the left hand pushes away as the right fingertips drag back. A little push-pull, kind of shifting on the hip. Moving forward and back, you should feel a nice, beautiful stretch into the back. Okay, one more. Yeah, and then we'll take the left hand to the right corner of the mat. Lie onto the side, let the right knee fall forward of the left. Reach your arms ahead of your heart, and then just peel the heart open. You can reach your arms back and just sort of like kind of squirm around into this little twist, searching for more length in the belly. If you have walls to push, you can push into the wall. Roll onto your back and shift to the center of your mat. Catch your knees. A little rock side to side. And take your hands to your feet, happy baby, ninja chop, rock, ninja chop, rock. Okay. And plant the feet, chin up, bar the hands, elbows to the sky, wash your knees side to side, gentle twist. And then catch your knees, give yourself a big love squeeze. Meow, meow, meow. You guys, that's it. That's all she wrote. So if you need to rest, if you'd like to rest, you can. If you just want to kind of get going and continue on, do that. Do what you feel you need. Rest is always sweet. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful friggin' day. Namaste, guys.